people who are old, we respect because of their experiences in the life, which we won't get it if you don't read it. If a person is educated, if the person is actually having a habit of reading, he can get knowledge and power by reading it. He don't need to wait for that age of getting older. So that's the advantage of it. But experienced people does have a benefit of experience in their life. We can't sometimes wait for that much of an age to get experience. So by reading, by improving your knowledge, you get more advantage of in your living. You know, so that's the difference.
Do we have any examples, even anecdotal examples of when a society loses it, adult reading? Do we have any?
I think something close to this would be how the older population, segments of the population who had a robust reading habit really managed to go through the COVID isolation as a result of the COVID, right? As it is, a certain segment of the population, due to their age, do not really interact with others. They isolate themselves, and sometimes in the old ages, they're also neglected by their own family members. But those with a robust reading habit somehow can manage, because they look at the emptiness in their lives, that the void is sometimes filled with this habit of reading. And you do see that in societies that where reading is almost second nature. And I think that is the closest we can get to demonstrate the impact of reading. And from a psychological perspective and a psychological intervention, then it has shown to be very effective. I personally know people who were quite happy to just be accompanied by a book and perhaps a shot of whiskey in the side, but they managed. So personally, this is my own experience. I had to return from Australia during the COVID, at the end of it, and because I flew through Singapore, on Singapore Airlines, and there were some airline regulations that the 2-week quarantine period in Australia wasn't sufficient. So I went to the airport, and then I was sent back to the hotel in Brisbane, and then came to Kuala Lumpur and ended up another 2 weeks here. So I did like 1 month and 5 weeks at a stretch in a hotel room. But for me, I think that was one of my best times in my life. I had lots to read and I enjoyed myself. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is another scenario. We're talking about effects of reading, the good that it can bring, and the effects of not reading. So I was just thinking of this, the urban poor, this, the social migration, people who are in that scenario, right? So for example, the PPR flats and all that. These parents are in a real rat race of, being able to put food on the table, right? So you'll have a family where both parents are working for very long hours, and when they come back, it's also out of the stress that they go through, at workplace and, raising children and all that. They resort to movies, serials, social media, TikToks and all that. So there's nothing about reading in these families.
I'm sorry that I got to cut you short.
Yeah, so that translates to the children as well. So when that habit, that reading habit and that culture is not there, there isn't adequate information and exposure. So that again, contributes to detriments in the society.
Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the session. The topic, we've touched a huge amount of areas about how adult reading affects society. Before we take on questions, I think we have to excuse Dr. Andrew Mohan Raj because he has got a rush to another patient, I think, I assume, right? All right, thank you very much, Bob. to the question session. I'll pass it back to the host. Huh? No more taking questions. All right. So, hurrah! Thank you so much.